Dear students, welcome to the online classes program of Higher Education Department, Punjab. It is Department of English Language and Literature of Govt Postgraduate College, Attock. Here I am Sharif Zahid, Assistant Professor of English. Well, my dear students, we were going through a very fantastic, thrilling story of a female journalist who wished to do something unique in her life. So she decided to take a jump from the parachute, and we had read that when she boarded on her aircraft, that is Cessna 180, and the mixed feelings, rather a concept of fear, overcame her. And finally, we were going through these lines, switching over to the text. When my turn came, means so many jumpers were prior to her, and she says, when my turn came, I suddenly felt a stab of pain for all the forgotten soldiers who bogged and were kicked out. I was thinking about my companions, how much pain they will be feeling, perhaps short, for their panic and of delaying the troops, because nobody is allowed to observe any delay over there when he or she is asked to jump out. I was hooked to a static line. So her back was tied up, an automatic opening device. That hook to a static line is an automatic opening device which made it possible to lie down or tie myself to something. In any mode, in any pose, you may jump. When you will start jumping, automatically the parachute will straighten you. The drill master could not bear all that. I shouted at him. He became angry. I was replying in the same mood, but he knew the signs of mutiny and removed my arms from his neck. And then, in a way, he tried to push me out of the aircraft. He took me to the doorway, sat me down, made me to sit down over here, and yelled and cried, "Go! Or now or out." These are the three commands that were given by her drill master or instructor. There was nothing to do but be punched by the wind, which knocked the spit from my mouth. And what did happen? That there was spitting coming out of the mouth, reach for the wing, stirred, hold on hard, kick back the feet, so weighted and helpless in those boots, and let go. I tried my muscles and I tried to open my legs, and in that agony, the parachute opened with the plop. Suddenly it blew, as I had shown to me that it would. So I was assured during my training that parachute holds you. Don't worry. When my eyelids opened as well, I saw the white gloves on my hands were old ones from Saks Fifth Avenue, which I purchased. Gloves I wore with summer dresses, so I was able to recognize my dress. There was dribble on my chin. My eyes and nose were leaking, so it went wet. I wiped everything with the gloves. With the help of those gloves, I tried to wipe off my face. And now, definitely, she is coming down away from the noise of that aircraft. So she is of the opinion that there was no noise. The rocket of plane and wind had gone away, because now she is falling down gradually. The cold and sweet stillness seemed an astonishing. Now there was a stillness, there was coldness, undreamt of gift means I never dreamt of such like sweet stillness and cold. Then I saw what I had never seen before. Of course, she should not have seen because she had not made a jump. So, what did I see over there? Then I saw and will never see again. Of course, it can only be seen when you are falling down. Endless sky everywhere. I threw my eyes and earth in colors and textures. And earth seemed to me so colored, so beautiful, no one had ever described. Nobody has ever earlier told me that our earth is so much beautiful. Only then did the parachute become a most lovable and docile toy. Then I started enjoying with that parachute. This wooden knob to go left, this wooden knob to go right. She was now enjoying. The moment she wanted her direction, so she switched that knob. The pleasure of being there means into the air. That is the pleasure of being there. And then the pleasure of drifting right and left, and the pleasure of the calmness rose to a fever. I wanted to stay pinned in the air. This is the height and maximum climax of the pleasure, that she wanted to stop over there, hanging in the air, and stop the ground from coming closer. It was her desire that the earth should not come quite earlier or so soon. The target was a huge arrow in a sand pit where they had to drop. A sand pit was made over there in the form of an arrow, big arrow. I was cross to see it, afraid of nothing now. So, as per my imagination, I thought that I may cross. Even the wind was kind and the trees looked soft. Everything seemed to her good. I landed on my feet in the pit with a bump, and with a sudden noise, I landed over there, then sat down for a bit. Of course, these skydivers are told how to land. Later that day, I was taken over to meet General James Gavin. So, after she had successfully fallen from her parachute, who had led the 82nd Airborne and the day landing at Normandy. He was a commander over there. Perhaps it was to prove to him that the least promising pupil, she was considered as a weaker student over there, the gawkiest, could jump, but the weaker one made a successful parachute jump. It did not matter that I stumbled and fell before him in those boots. So, this landing does not matter, the way in which she landed, which walked with a will of their own. Later, Mr. Aisel's mother wrote a charming note of congratulations. She was paid greetings, appreciations, clappings, and congratulations. Everyone on the center was pleased. Everybody over there was happy. In fact, I am sure they were surprised. Rather, they were wonderstruck. Perhaps this is what I had in mind all the time. And I wanted to surprise all of the people who did not belong to my community, means they were male and I was female. Being female, I wanted to do something unique, and I finally did that. Thank you very much for happy watching and patient listening. Allah Hafiz.